Have you ever dreamed of growing your own food? Imagine picking fresh, crisp lettuce right from your backyard. Or maybe you want juicy tomatoes for your salad. Many people want this. They want to save money on groceries. They want to know their food is healthy and safe. They worry about food shortages or chemicals on their vegetables. This dream of fresh food is why many people start a garden. It feels good to grow something yourself, from a tiny seed to a full meal on your plate. It connects you to the earth and to what you eat. A new idea makes this dream even easier. It is called aquaponics. This is a special way to grow food. You grow fish and plants together in one system. The fish live in a tank of water. They make waste, which is like a natural fertilizer. This water, full of nutrients from the fish, is then pumped to the plants. The plants take up these nutrients to grow big and strong. As they do this, they clean the water. The clean water then goes back to the fish. It is a wonderful, natural cycle where nothing is wasted. This system is very smart. The fish help the plants and the plants help the fish. It is like having a tiny ecosystem right in your home or garden. You don't need soil. You don't need chemical fertilizers. The fish do all the work of feeding your plants. This is why many people are excited about aquaponics. It promises a way to grow a lot of food in a small space, with less work than a normal garden. It is a sustainable way to have fresh vegetables and even fresh fish for your family to enjoy. Aquaponics 4. You is a program that says it can teach anyone how to do this. It promises to show you how to build your own system, step by step. The idea is that you don't need to be an expert, you just need a guide to follow. The program claims to make aquaponics simple for everyone. It says you can have a system that gives you fresh food all year round. This promise is very attractive to people who want to be more self-sufficient and eat healthier, without all the usual gardening troubles. Many of us have tried to start a traditional garden in the soil. It sounds simple at first. You plant a seed, you water it, and you wait. But it is often much harder than that. One of the biggest problems is the soil itself. Your soil might be too sandy, or it might be full of clay. It might not have the right nutrients for the plants you want to grow. You might spend a lot of time and money trying to fix your soil. You add compost and fertilizers, but sometimes the plants still don't grow well. It can be very frustrating. Then there are the pests. It seems like as soon as your little plants start to grow, something comes along to eat them. Bugs, slugs, and other critters can destroy your hard work overnight. You can use pesticides to fight them, but many people don't want those chemicals on their food. Trying to find natural ways to keep pests away can feel like a full-time job. You build fences to keep out rabbits and deer, but the tiny insects are much harder to stop. It is a constant battle to protect your precious vegetables from being eaten. Watering is another big challenge. Plants need just the right amount of water to thrive. If you water them too little, they will wilt and die, especially on hot, sunny days. If you water them too much, their roots can rot in the wet soil. It is hard to know exactly how much water they need each day. This becomes even more difficult if you go on vacation or are busy with work. You might come home to find your entire garden is dried up. Consistent watering takes a lot of time and attention. And of course, we can't forget about the weeds. Weeds seem to grow faster and stronger than the vegetables you actually want. They steal water, sunlight, and nutrients from your plants. You have to spend hours pulling them out by hand, which can be hard on your back and knees. If you don't keep up with the weeding, they can quickly take over your entire garden patch. All of these problems, bad soil, pests, watering, and weeds, can make traditional gardening feel like too much work for too little reward. This is where a program like Aquaponics 4 comes in. It says it has a solution to these common gardening problems. The program is a guide that teaches you how to build and run an aquaponics system. It claims you don't need any special skills or experience. The whole point of the course is to make this amazing growing method accessible to beginners. It promises to solve the big issues of traditional gardening. With aquaponics, there is no soil, so you don't have to worry about its quality. There are no weeds to pull, and pests are much less of a problem. The course says it gives you everything you need to know. It comes with step-by-step instructions that are easy to follow. It has lots of pictures and diagrams to show you exactly what to do. This is very helpful for people who learn by seeing. The guide explains how to build the system using materials you can find easily at a local hardware store. It covers what kind of fish to use, what plants grow best, and how to keep the whole system in balance. The goal is to take away the guesswork and make it a simple, clear project. Aquaponics 4. You also includes extra information to help you succeed. It offers tips on how to start your garden and what to do if you run into problems. For example, it might explain how to check the water to make sure it is healthy for the fish and plants. The program often comes with bonus guides as well. These might include books about different types of gardening, like square-foot gardening or container gardening. Some even include recipe books to help you cook the fresh fish and vegetables you grow. It tries to be a complete package for someone starting out. The main promise is that you can build a system that works for you. Whether you have a big backyard or just a small balcony, the guide says you can adapt the plans to fit your space. It teaches you the core principles of how aquaponics works. By understanding the cycle between the fish and the plants, you learn how to create a self-sustaining food source. The program presents itself not just as a set of instructions, but as a way to learn a new, valuable skill for a healthier and more independent lifestyle. So, is Aquaponics 4 you a real solution, or is it just a nice idea? When we look at what users say, we get a balanced picture. Many beginners report that the guide is very helpful. They like that the instructions are broken down into simple steps. The clear pictures and lists of materials make it much less intimidating to get started. People who have never built anything before say they were able to put a system together. For many, the program successfully introduces them to the world of aquaponics and helps them build their first working garden. However, it is not always as easy as it sounds. Users often mention that it takes patience. Your system will not be perfect on the first day. You need to make small adjustments. For example, you might need to change the water flow or figure out the right amount of fish food. Some people face challenges finding the right parts or getting the water chemistry balanced at the beginning. It is a learning process. Those who succeed are the ones who are willing to be patient and learn from their small mistakes along the way. It is a hands-on project, not a magic box. The best results come from people who are truly interested in learning this new way of growing food. They see it as an exciting hobby, not just a quick fix. They enjoy watching the system come to life and seeing the fish and plants grow together. These users often say that the rewards are worth the effort. They talk about the joy of eating a salad made from lettuce they grew themselves without any chemicals or pesticides. They feel a sense of pride and accomplishment in creating their own sustainable food source. This feeling of self-sufficiency is a huge benefit for many. In conclusion, Aquaponics 4 you seems to be a legitimate and useful guide for the right person. It is not a scam. It is a practical manual for building a home aquaponics system. It is best suited for people who are ready to commit some time and effort to a new project. If you are looking for an instant work-free garden, this might not be for you. But if you are a curious beginner who wants to learn a sustainable way to grow healthy food, and you are willing to be patient and hands-on, then this program could be a great starting point for your journey into the amazing world of aquaponics.